Thanks for coming, bro. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Is this what you guys use in, it is the same setup, eh?
Yeah, same setup, same cameras and stuff. So,
how long ago did you start now, the podcast?
Aticophobia, I started last year, but yeah, it's not too consistent at the moment.
Yep.
You know how it is. But
yep.
now my goal is to get that to like be the best in Australia for mental health and stuff like that. So
what was the like, cause you do a whole lot of different content. You go out and shoot for people as well, yeah?
Yeah, I still do that, yeah.
And then you do your own stuff, you do traveling stuff. But do you reckon starting the podcast was just like a place where you can have a long form and people get to know you? Was that the theory behind it?
Well, like podcast right now is like the biggest trend and it's like easy to blow up. Plus, if you're looking to grow your personal brand, it's like the best way to show who you are as like your character.
Are you just friends with the other two people?
Yeah, so Mitch Sultana and Chloe Prez. Basically, Mitch has been my mate for a couple of years, and then Chloe, she just got a job at Channel 9 and she has a good voice and stuff. So I was like, you know what?
It's a good
These
mix.
two together is perfect, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you do, bro? You got your hand in a lot of things, but for people that know you, I guess, what would you like brand yourself? Content creator?
Yeah, I'd say influencer, content creator.
Yeah?
No, yeah.
How to start?
How to start? Honestly, through YKTR, bro. I worked at a clothing brand named YKTR.
But before that, you were already good with cameras and stuff, weren't you?
Yeah, so when I was 16, I started videography. Used to just cliff jump and stuff like that. Made the news for jumping into Kiama Blowhole.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've always sort of done content when I was like 10 years old and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, just going through life, just filming. And
was it different when you were younger? Because not many people pick up a camera, I guess in Australia, more in America maybe, but you played footy as well?
Yeah, it was weird with footy because like the boys talk shit. But yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, it was just fuck it.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what, I just want to be different.
Yeah.
So
talk about what did you play? What'd you get up to? Howard Mats?
I played Howard Mats, SG Ball, and Laurie Daly. It's like in the middle of both of those as well.
You had an injury?
Yeah, bro, I got a concussion, so that's why I'm a bit slow when I talk. So
yes,
trying to like process what I say and shit.
That's a good excuse.
Yeah, well, I got internal bleeding, bro. So like, it's getting better now, but like my memory's fucked. Like I won't remember today and shit.
Seriously?
Yeah, bro. That's why it's good to film because like I remember it. But
it's like that movie with Adam Sandler and I think it's Drew Barrymore. Have you seen it?
Bro,
it's like 100 and something dates or something.
You know the movie Concussion?
No, I watched it.
Oh, bro. It's Will Smith. It's like
really
makes you feel sick, man.
Seriously, that bad?
Yeah, it's disgusting. But
when you were in Howard Mats, if you remember, you reckon like, so I got a little cousin that plays Howard Mats right now, and I always tell him, bro, it's a long journey. It's a long journey. Like, it's mad that you're in Howard Mats, but it's not the end.
It's not. And for those that do play rugby league, like rugby league isn't that big if you think about it. Like when you travel the world, you will see how small rugby league actually is. Because like, bro, no one really knows Australia in general. So like if you're playing rugby league, like don't stress. Like if you don't make it, obviously try to make it because that's your goal. But if you don't make it, there's so much opportunities like outside of that. Like rugby league's only New South Wales and Queensland if you think about it.
Literally.
So
and New Zealand. A part of it.
Sort of. And like the sad thing about football, bro, and the way I see it, which is a bit negative, it's like sort of an excuse to get on the piss.
You reckon?
Yeah, it is. Which like honestly it is.
Like to be in that lifestyle. Yeah,
like if you think about rugby league players, like they train all week, then they go out and party after they play a game. I think they should be more like strict and more professional. Like look at NBA players, look at like NFL players, like they're super strict with what they do and they're super cool, bro. Like they do celebrations and like their social media is always a high and stuff like that. So
I think in America and like those sort of corporations, NBA, NFL, I think they do get on the piss or party, but it's just they got more money, so it's behind more closed doors.
That is true.
To a different extent, they might not be drinking beers, but they might be on the champagnes and
it comes back to Australia too. Like Australian culture is a lot different. Yeah, like we just drink in Australia, so that is true.
But I definitely think it's good. Like if you're gonna try and make it, it's a good opportunity because you can use it as a platform.
100%.
Like some of the guys that you were around, like Kalen Ponga and Connor Watson, to start other businesses. If you're not, a Kalen Ponga and making $1 million, like you can use that platform and those connections.
Yeah, that's what I would recommend, bro. Like if you make rugby league, like use that to do other things.
Yeah, it's not the be all end all.
Yeah, like so many people get caught up with just like training and like playing rugby league, but like there's so many ways to make money where you should use that platform, like you said, and then just keep flowing like that. So.
Talk about being around those type of boys. So when you started working for YKTR, you were still playing league at the time, and then you were in that environment where you like rubbing shoulders with Scope, Ice, Kalen Ponga at times. What was that like to go from like not really being involved with them to seeing those people that you kind of look up to, I guess?
What's weird, bro, it's like when you actually meet them in person, you sort of freak out at the start. You're like, oh, shit. But then you like start to realize like they're human.
Yeah.
But I was a shy kid, bro. Like only last year when I quit YKTR is when I like got my confidence. So like I was shy and like I'd always freak out when I would see a like footy player. And I'm trying to hold the camera and like I'd be shaky as, but no, bro, like it was a good experience.
Sorry to interrupt the pod, guys. I just need a minute to shout out sponsors of the podcast, supporters of the podcast, FKZ Active, Fuchs Active, supporting me since day one, since they dropped. I just want to talk about their quarter zips and hats that just drop. Just joking. I'm not reading this shit. I'm not doing ad reads like that, probably ever, unless I'm getting offered a big bag. So that will come in maybe a year's time or something like that. But I'll be honest with you guys. Anyways, Fuchs Active, been supporting since day one. My two brothers, they dropped some new active wear. They're getting better and better each drop. I'm telling you, boys, if you want to look fresh in the gym, if you want to walk around like a sick cunt, if you want eyes on you, if you want to feel good, look good, train good, you have to check them out. Just try it. Trust me. Take my word for it. Let me know how it goes. They got some new quarter zips that just came out. This black one and the blue one is so sexy. I haven't worn it yet because I'm waiting for the right podcast, and you will know when you see it. And some new hats as well. They got 2 colorways that look different. My phone's going off. Fuck me dead. But honestly, boys, check them out. They're getting better and better each drop and only up from here. It's affordable too. So check out their website. They're all over my Instagram all the time. You always see me wearing it because, you know, ever since I started wearing it, putting a little bit of size. So check them out, boys. Let me know how you go in the DMs. And, yeah, thanks, boys, for supporting me.
So yeah.
Is there ever much talk about, like, sharing that footy knowledge? Because I feel like you went in there and you kind of, they were seeking your knowledge on the cameras and the editing and stuff, but were you like, was there back and forth? Were you seeking any footy knowledge, or was it strictly work?
Oh, 100%. I'd ask Corey a lot of questions, Ice, Scope. I asked all of them.
Yeah.
Like, what can I do to be better, and like, how can I make it?
Yeah. What do you reckon you'll learn from them apart from the footy? Like, just in general, being in that work environment? Because were you in school at the time?
Or no, I dropped out.
What year did you drop out? Year 10?
Yeah.
So what did you learn there, like in life experiences and being in that environment?
I learned confidence, how to get an ego, not giving a fuck, connections, like networking. That was like the big thing.
Yeah.
Like YKTR just knew a lot of high value people, which was cool. So like networking and yeah, just sort of like believing in yourself, I guess.
Yeah. Was there anything unexpected?
Yeah, no, dude. Yeah, no.
No. What was the decision to leave that?
To leave YKTR?
Yeah.
At the time, I asked for a pay rise because like I was working with other photographers, other creators.
You were part-time there, right?
I was full-time.
At YKTR?
Yes, I was working 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So like at the time, like the money was mad at like my age. I was like, oh, this is sick, blah, blah, blah. But I started hanging out with more people and more creators, and like
You're growing.
Yeah, I was growing, and I was getting better at the craft. I started like realizing how much other people made freelancing. TikTokers as well, like doing live TikToks. Like I didn't realize social media, you could make so much money from it.
As being like a creator in front of the lens as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like to Ice, I was like, oh bro, like I need a pay rise, eh? And then basically he just said like, you're not worth that much, the price I wanted. And then through that, bro, like me and Ice had a lot of up and downs, and I was like, you know what, bro, like fuck, we just like agreed on like just basically quitting. Yeah.
You know what, bro, that's pretty fucking like, it's pretty admirable that you went to that environment and it's pretty much, it's pretty built up. They did need your skills as well, but then you grew and realized your worth. Like it's pretty ballsy to leave that and walk away from that. And I feel like you've gotten bigger by yourself.
Yeah, honestly, bro, like it was probably the best thing I've ever done. Like, it was so hard to have like a tough conversation with an adult because I was only 18. And
especially a guy that's established in business as well and already built up something.
Bro, exactly. It's pretty intimidating, honestly. But I'm glad I learned young how to like talk to people and how to have those tough conversations. So basically I had that conversation with him, and then yeah, bro, when I left YKTR, like I just changed as a person. Like something just clicked, bro. And then I was like, you know what? Like I'm the fucking best person. Like I believe in myself. And then
yeah. That's cracker. What was the first thing you did apart from the freelancing? What was like the first kind of big project or big next step you took?
When I left from YKTR? So when I left, bro, I made my first 15K month, like instantly.
Just
like,
freelancing
straight away, boom, 15K. And I was like, wow, like
right.
that was easy. So like I just networked, like fucking messaged people like crazy. And I was like, I don't sleep, bro. Like I probably go to bed at like 3 a.m., wake up at 8.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's like just a sleeping habit that I've never been able to sleep. But like I'm just always working, always trying to like evolve as a person, always trying to like be better. So yeah, I left YKTR, made my first 15K month. Then the month after that, an American multimillionaire, Luke Belmar, hit me up.
Just through socials?
Yeah, so one of my reels got like 5 mil views. And he's like, he saw it and he's like, bro, your content's sick. I'm looking for a videographer to come travel the world with me, film. We'll meet like Andrew Tate and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, holy shit, like what an opportunity. This guy calls me up and he's like, hey, bro, like, can you fill this in, this?
Wow.
I filled it out. A week later, I was flown to Albania, one of the like craziest countries.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's honestly beautiful there. You'd think it sounds bad, but like,
no, that's mad. I'm saying like, how crazy is it that just from leaving that and putting out content on Instagram and that some random just message you like that, cold message.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Like
honestly,
the reach that it has.
Well, people don't realize like social media is free. It's the best free business to do. You can do anything on social media. I
feel like if you're in a spot where you're like, all right, what do I want to do? I want to make as much money as possible. Not like the least work as possible, but the least, what's it called? Barrier of like entry. Yeah. The internet, bro. There's so many different things you can do. You can live stream, you can put out content, you can be an editor.
Dude, there's so much to do. You could be a graphic designer and then somehow make the MBA.
Exactly.
Do graphic design. Exactly. Like, you never know.
Exactly. So you went to Albania?
Yeah, so basically like before that happened, he just calls me up and he's like, oh, hey, bro, like I'm looking for a videographer. I didn't know this dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, there's going to be Lambos, private jets, like insane food. You'll meet the Tates.
What household do you have at the moment? At that time, you living with your dad?
Yeah, I was living with my dad, bro. With your dad? Yeah. So I was like, fuck, like I've got nothing to lose, eh? So he calls me up, says all the like dream things you can hear. And then do you
think it's too good to be true?
Bro, honestly, I was like, is this dude going to like cut my kidneys off or some shit? Like, is he going to kill me? But then I spoke to my dad and I was like, my dad like lets me do whatever. He like supports me and shit. And I was like, Dad, like, fuck, I'm just going to do it, eh? He's like, no, you're not. That's fucked. Like, don't do it. Like, who knows what he's going to do and shit. But then I was like, you know, if I die, like, at least I'm going to die in another country and like trying to do something else.
Yeah.
Like, I had to stop playing footy because of my concussion. I quit my job. Like, everything was just going downhill.
Well, nothing was holding you back at the same time. You had nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And at the at the start of the year, I tried committing suicide. And, like, all these things just started happening. And I was like, bro, I actually don't have anything to lose. Like, fuck it. I'm just going to go do it. Anyway, the next day, he called me up, booked my flight, had 24 hours to get ready. Went, like, it was a 41-hour flight to Albania. I was all by myself. And I was like, just sitting on the plane, I was like, bro, like, this is going to be, like, life-changing. If it's legit.
Were you documenting that?
Yeah, I did, bro. I've got a doco coming out.
And you've got all that content, like all of that time?
Yeah, bro. It's pretty sick.
That's mad.
It's real deep. But yeah, basically flew over there. Got to go to 10 countries in Europe.
Oh, wow.
Got to meet Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, the Fresh and Fit podcast boys, Sneeko, obviously Luke Belmar and his brothers. And yeah, bro, honestly, one of the best experiences. Like,
so you holding the camera for Luke and editing for him?
Yeah, basically just
vlogging
the whole time.
Okay. Oh, right. What an experience.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
We'll go, before we get into like what you did there and stuff, we'll go back to, you mentioned suicide and mental health. What was it just a combination of things or not going your way, or
like why
were you like in a down moment in that time?
Right. So I'm pretty open to talk about this, but basically like my whole life, I've got a lot of post-traumatic stress. I've got schizophrenia. I've got depression, anxiety, all that shit. And I've tried killing myself like since I was 10 years old, when my best friend died, till I was like 19, like I always tried committing suicide. And the start of last year was like legit nearly like life or death. So basically I just like overdosed, slit my wrist, and I was like, fuck, like I basically gambled my life. I was like, you know, if I die, it's like my reason to die. But if I didn't, I was just going to do like anything I wanted. Like,
someone found you at the time?
Oh, so, yeah. So Olivia Fletcher and her mum, Sophie, basically like I was sitting in my car like fucking dazing out and shit. I was like, bro, like you need to pick me up, and I was freaking out. I was like, quickly pick me up, take me to the hospital. Lucky they lived close, bro. They picked me up, took me to the hospital. I was there for like a day and a half, just in a fucking room by myself with a psychologist just watching me. And I was just sitting there fucking like, schizophrenia is weird, bro. Like you hear voices in your head. It's like a little whisper.
Yeah.
So like just say like, the night I was trying to kill myself, it's like, this is what it sounds like. It's like, kill yourself, kill yourself. No, don't kill yourself, kill yourself. And it's like voices in your head, and you start to like visually see it as well. And because I don't sleep on top of that, it's like,
it's a combination of things.
Yeah, and then like you start thinking about your past traumas, and then people that have died, you think they're like alive, and just like it's real like it fucks with you hard. But
yeah, what would you, at a spot where you're at now, would you say you've done a complete 180?
Yeah, but honestly, like there is moments that I am still like up and down. Like my highest highs are like so high, but then my lows are really low. And like social media is hard, like because I'm going through that mental health route. There's a lot of people that hit me up and just say like, yo, bro, I'm depressed. What do I do? Or like, for example, bro, I'm not going to say his name, but this 49-year-old hit me up and he's like, bro, my wife just died, and like sent me photos. I was like, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Like it, honestly, it feels like I've got like a job and a purpose now. And like, it feels amazing to help these people. But like, there's the other side of it where it's like, fuck, like I'm 19. It's pretty crazy seeing shit like that.
And you kind of feel like you've been given a responsibility over these people.
I'm not complaining though. Like that's my goal, bro, to help as many people as I can.
What would you tell your like Caleb back at that time?
My younger self?
Yeah, when you're going through all of that.
Like what if? My dad always told me, what if? Like what if you just held on that little longer, and then like you never know what's on the other side of that war. You know what I mean? It's like, what if you just hold on and like, yeah, just you never know what's on the other side.
So how does it feel then, like a couple of months after you went through that, and then you're in Albania? Are you like sitting there thinking, bro, like literally, what if happened?
Well, literally, bro, like I was 41 hours to get there. So I was just sitting on the plane by myself in my own thoughts, and I was like, fuck, it's crazy, bro. Like imagine what if I wasn't here? And like, what if I wasn't here? I wouldn't have been able to help people, or I wouldn't be able to make this much money, or I wouldn't be able to help my dad, or like wouldn't be able to inspire people, you know what I mean? So yeah, bro,
that's crazy.
I'm glad I'm here.
So am I.
Yeah.
So is everyone else
Thank
that
you, bro.
follows you and is around you. But in Albania, so you get there, you're around all of these people, you're editing. What's that experience like? Because we see, you know, the cool edits that you do, and we see Instagram and the vlogs and the cars and the parties.
Yeah.
Like, do people really live like that 24/7, or is it kind of like a character for the camera and stuff like that?
Well, personally, like my life, bro, like I am lucky I get to do whatever I want. Like I can just go out, film, and that's my life. And obviously like the editing side of it is a lot different. Like you're sitting in a room just like editing, but like that's obviously life where you have to do that other side of work. But yeah, bro, honestly, like that's the life people live, and it's fucking crazy. And the reason like why I'm so money hungry now is because I saw the life they were living. I got to live like a millionaire, like $1,000 meals a night, like driving fancy cars, and like it's just the lifestyle. It's just the lifestyle I want. It's not even being rich, bro. It's just freedom.
Yeah. To do whatever you want, whenever you want.
Exactly.
Nothing holding you down.
But like the best thing Luke taught me, bro, is like always ask why. Like, why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to do this podcast? Like, why do you wake up in the morning? Like always asking yourself why, and like how you're going to do it.
And work towards it.
Yeah. It's like people want money, but like why? Or what is money?
Exactly.
Like they don't ask these simple questions. That
I agree with you. The reason I like why I want money as well is the freedom.
Exactly.
My daughter's got something on. I don't want to have to ask, you know, work, oh, can I take a day off, please? I got this meeting. Oh, no, we've got an important meeting, blah, blah, blah. It's I want that freedom, just like what you said, to do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. And that's the chase. Exactly.
The good thing with videography, bro, is like I sort of get to do whatever I want and just film it.
Yeah.
So it is a lot different. But yeah, like I don't need money to live happy, but now that I'm making like insane money, it's like, it's just fucking bonus, I guess.
And how you're learning how to deal with that, because you come from just you and your dad in Blacktown. You didn't come from money?
Oh, definitely not, no.
Yeah, so you're learning, you're making more money than you would have ever seen.
Everything's self-taught. So
yeah.
Like, yeah, bro, like I've just, like the main thing like I try to tell people is always network and always learn from other people. Like you don't know everything. A lot of people like to think they know everything, but if you just like actually just shut the fuck up and listen, you will learn so much. And like I feel like that's really important, bro. Like if you're not listening and you think you know it all, then you're basically perfect. And then if you're perfect, you're not going to learn anything.
Do you feel like a responsibility hovering over you where you're making like more money, like you said, insane money to look after those around you or your dad as well? And you're only 19 years old.
Yeah, well, like for example, bro, like the start of like this month, I've made 100K.
Wow.
And like, I'm just trying to like figure out like how I can like not lose like my actual friends because of money, because like that does happen. Like now that I'm starting to like become something and make money, it's like people are starting to like,
people change around you.
Yeah, they do. They honestly do. But I'm with my dad, bro. Like it was a good feeling. Like soon I'm going to be doing content where I'm giving $1,000 away to people just on the street. And basically just like spread mental health awareness and stuff like that. Like I can simply make someone's day by just giving them $100.
Yeah.
And like, that's what I do. So like on my Instagram, I'm like, yo, comment on my post, I'll send you 100. And like, it's just a good feeling giving back. Like I'm not rich, bro. Like I know I will be at the end of the year, but right now, like I'm just like spending money to make money.
Yeah. It's an investment.
Just letting it flow. And
your Instagram's been growing, bro.
Yeah. My goal is to hit 1 million followers.
You've been going hard on it lately.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with that? You just want to keep building it as big as you can?
Yeah, so I got like 4 goals this year, like 4 big goals. But with my personal branding, like I want to make sure I hit 1 million followers on Instagram. I'm going to be posting on YouTube. I've got this documentary coming out, which is going to be big. But bro, it just creates more opportunity. Yeah. Like my fucking high school just hit me up recently asking if I could speak about mental health and suicide in front of the whole school.
Wow.
So like little things like that, like it's just like...
And that's all come from like, you were behind the camera before, always behind the camera.
Yeah.
What was the turning point where you said, I want to be in front of the camera now and build my own personal brand? Because it's pretty daunting.
Yeah, that just goes back to YKTR, bro. Like, for example, Jordan, Simi, and Ice, like, they would not give a fuck, bro. Like, they would talk in front of the camera and just be confident as. And, like, that ego, like, I've always been shy. But then, like, I'd see their ego and them not giving a fuck. And I was like, why do I care? Like, I know I have a personality. Like, why can't I just stand in front of a camera and talk?
The guys like that shut it off, like, off the camera. How do you balance, like, having that ego behind and in front?
I personally wouldn't know, bro. I try to, like, stay as, like, chill as possible. Like, people...
Would you say you're the same in front and behind?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, like, on camera, you're going to have, like, a change of tone of voice where you're like, hey, guys, like, you got to change your voice just to make it more exciting. But, yeah, bro, I like to... Like, people come up to me all the time now and, like, say like, oh, Australian top G, or like, love what you're doing about mental health and stuff. And I always make sure like to say hello and like be as nice as I can.
Yeah.
And it's a cool feeling, bro. Like coming from nothing and knowing nobody to like starting to like
get that recognition and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It just shows like hard work pays off.
So what would you say your 4 goals were to get 1 million on Instagram? Yeah.
So my 4 goals this year, which I know I'll tick off, is 1 million on Instagram, be a multi-millionaire by the end of the year, grow a ticophobia to be the best mental health awareness in Australia, and then like grow my videography business. And I've also got a university as well to inspire people, like basically teach them like how to become a videographer and how to make 6 to 7 figures.
So you mentioned like a multi-millionaire, and obviously that's going to take multiple streams of income and multiple different businesses and stuff like that. So what do you got going right now? You got your you're doing videography and stuff, so you freelance?
Yep, so I've got my freelance videography company.
So people hit you up?
Yep, basically just...
CPC Creative?
Yep, CPC Creative. So basically people hit me up for like documentaries, fashion videos, sometimes real estate and stuff like that, like just a bunch of different things. But I'm doing that at the moment. I've got my university. So basically it's like I'm teaching people how to become a videographer.
And what does that look like? Is it a course online? Is it somewhere they can talk to you?
It's basically like I'm doing one-on-one mentoring right now. Basically, it's just like a course. Basically, I'm going to post 100 videos in there. People can go on, learn from me. And like basically I go into detail on like how to make money, how to message people, how to use the camera properly, angles, like go into depth with it. Because there's like no Australians that are doing videography courses. And I'm the first one, plus I'm 19.
Can I give you some advice on that one?
Please.
Don't, like, if you're going to, when you start it, keep your foot on the pedal with it, because there's so many, I don't know about videography courses, but there's so many courses in general. And like ICE did one as the Inner Circle, and there's all these other ones, but I feel like a lot of people do it, people buy in, it's good for the first month, second month, it's all right, and then just slows down, bro, because they've made their money, the subscription's still going. And then I was in a group where, like, because I wanted to get closer to that person.
Yeah.
And there's a Facebook group, and it was pumping, people were messaging, and then about 3 months later, I stopped paying, but I was still in the group chat. And you see people are posting, then there's no replies from the creator, and you're like, bro, what the fuck? These guys are still buying into your course, and you haven't posted anything.
That just goes back to like not having that ego, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm genuinely here to help as many people as I can.
Yeah.
Like, bro, there's nothing better than giving. Like, that's what I'm here for. Like, bro, like, I don't know if you know your purpose in life, but like that, like the day after I tried committing suicide, I just sat there, bro, and I honestly thought about my whole life. And like, I'm here for a short time, not a long time. And I'm just here to like inspire people and help out like the whole world, bro. Like, to show like no one's born special. To be special, you got to work hard.
Yeah.
It's just an illusion. So
that's what you've done. You've learned these skills on the camera, and you've self-taught yourself.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
is that going to be like something like a website, or is it already built, or is it
it's
something?
already. So it's my first month, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this my first month. It's going good. Right now I'm doing one-on-one calls. So I'm literally spending like 3 full days, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Wow.
Just calling. So
you're being your own boss in a way. How are you finding that responsibility?
Oh, bro, it's amazing. Like, I've always grown up not being able to listen to people. Like, I could never listen to my rugby league coaches. I could never listen to my school teachers, and I could never listen to like my old boss.
Why do you reckon that is?
I don't know, bro. I think some people are just born to like not being able like to be told what to do.
Just want to do your own thing.
Yeah, it's like, it's disrespectful in a way, but it's not. It's just like, you just sort of want to do your own thing. But yeah, bro, like doing my own businesses and stuff, like it's amazing. Yeah. You don't have to worry about anything but yourself, and like the stress you get from your own business is a lot better stressing for yourself than making someone else more money.
Exactly.
Like I used to think about that all the time. Like when I worked for YKTL, when I worked for McDonald's, I used to think like, oh fuck, like I haven't done this, I haven't done that. But then like, I'm not making any money, they're making the money. But like, as now it's like, all the stress is like to me making more money.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But there's like two aspects of it. Sometimes people want that. They want to go to work, they'll stress, get their money and leave and live their life. And that's all right. But I get what you're saying. You're building something for yourself. So if you're going to spend a long night, it's an investment.
100%.
If you've got 5 jobs on and you've got to cancel this podcast or something else, it's an investment.
100%. Like for example, bro, like when I used to work full time as a videographer for the clothing brand, basically like I would work from like I'd work all day there and then spend all night editing.
For them?
Yeah.
For you?
For them. So like now it's just like my own shit and I'm making more money.
Yeah.
And like, it's just like my own stress. Like I don't have to worry about someone else's problems.
Exactly. And you're building your personal brand at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a way bigger investment. So you got the freelancing, the course. Is there anything else that you want to do or that you're doing?
I am my podcast.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some, I've got some good sponsorships lined up for that.
Yeah.
Basically, honestly, bro, like most sponsorships I get, like right now I've got a sponsorship, $1,000 a week, and I'm basically just giving that money away. But yeah, I don't, with sponsorship money, like I don't really keep it. I'd normally just give it away.
Yeah, or reinvest it into what you're doing.
Yeah, there's no point like keeping that money. Like just let it come in and then come out. Just let it flow. And
you're working with a team. Is you all own it the same, or how does that work? Is it your podcast and they're working for you?
Like with the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is my podcast. Basically, I got Chloe and Mitch on just like to be the co-host and basically like ask questions because like I love the different perspective side of it. Like one-on-one's amazing. Like I want to do some one-on-one interviews, but then if you have like 2 different people, it's like she's been through a different experience and he's been in through a totally different experience. So it's like always good to see the different perspectives.
How are you feeling balancing working with a team or having those two, like collaborating with them where they kind of, you're not telling them what to do, but it's your direction, but you want to bring them along because you seem like someone that's kind of, like you said, you want to listen to anyone, you do your own thing. You want to self-teach yourself. You want to edit this way. You have a vision for it this way. So how's it feel to like have them with collaboration, but also get them to see your vision?
Yeah, it's pretty fun, bro. Honestly, it's amazing. Like they listen well and I listen to them when they feel uncomfortable or like they don't like something. So it's always good to like have the balance of like listening. Like obviously like it's my thing and I'm in charge of it, but if they don't like something, I like take it in and be like, you know what, you're true. Like, it's so right. Like, we shouldn't do that. But I've got like 6 people working for me at the moment. I've got 2 editors and I've got a sales team. So like, that's like a whole different thing as well.
All right. You're 19.
Yeah.
You have some fun. How are you balancing all the work and being a 19-year-old? You like, because I know you like cliff diving and doing all that sort of stuff. I guess you can make content out of that, but
well, it's just all work, bro. Like, I got like my travel paid for Vietnam and Philippines soon. And it's just work, bro. Like, but I'm going there to have fun. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty chill.
Do you feel like you can get, like, is there a danger of getting lost in the sauce or getting comfortable with the money you're making and the people who are around? How do you kind of keep that in the back of your mind? Because do you think it's possible for like big time influencers, business owners who are making that kind of money and on the internet and need attention, because attention is currency in that world, to balance like a normal home life?
Well, like, bro, honestly, I don't feel like I've done anything yet. I really don't. And like, I don't get satisfied. So like, I always want more.
Yeah. But would you be able to keep doing what you're doing and have a stable household? I guess that's why you're doing it now, because you're 19, you've got nothing to lose.
Honestly, bro, like, I think I could, like, I'm just going to do this forever. Like, there's nothing else to really do.
Yeah. You have plans to settle down or?
Oh, well, like this year I'm going to travel the whole world. But then like, again, it's like for content. So it's still working away. But yeah, bro, just like live life really.
You're so young.
Yeah.
So heaps of time.
Exactly. Like, I just want to fucking create memories and just live life, be free. So yeah.
How's it changed? You said the friends around you change and stuff like that. But when you get to a certain, I guess, clout level on Instagram and stuff, and then eventually the blue tick and stuff, different opportunities are coming. Is there anything that's kind of surprised you, or you thought, or maybe it's not what it is?
Oh, well, it's just funny. Like, I don't know if this is like off topic, but like, it's funny when people in high school and stuff, like, they laugh at you, but then like they come back and try to like say like they've always been there and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's one like funny thing. Like, people come up to me, like kids, like I went to Patricia Brothers Blacktown, all boys school. Basically, I used to cut my wrist, and like I was like the only, like there was more kids that did it, but like mine was like really visible and stuff. So the boys would talk shit, obviously, because I was in that footy environment and stuff like that. But it's funny, like they come back now and they come up to me in the clubs or whatever, and they're like, bro, I remember I was there for you when you were going through the mental struggle. I'm like, fuck, bro, you nearly made me kill myself. Like, you would talk more shit. But yeah, things like that are weird. But yeah.
You say it to them so they know that, like, fuck, that's not all right?
Honestly, bro, I don't. I just leave it in. There's no point. It's just a waste of energy, a waste of time.
Yeah.
Because everyone has different beliefs. Like, they honestly probably believe they've always been there.
True.
When they haven't.
True.
It's just perspective. So,
have you got that perspective, you reckon, from like traveling and stuff? Where do you get that from?
like the perspective? Yeah, bro, traveling the world, and yeah, basically just traveling like changes your perspective on life.
So important, eh?
Yeah, I honestly recommend to travel the world. Like, if you don't have the money, just travel like somewhere cheap, like Bali or like Philippines and stuff. Like, you just need to get on a plane, even if it's in Australia.
Yeah,
bro, just get on a plane.
Changes everything. I saw a clip the other day. Israel Adesanya reposted, and it was like people complaining about their job or money, and he's like, "Oh, I went to Bali, and there's this guy with one leg, and this that." It's like, "Oh, you want to buy my $4 sweater? I fucking knitted with my mouth," and like, it's so different.
It is
overseas. We're in such a bubble here.
Well, Australia is probably like, honestly, bro, it's like one of the worst countries. Like,
what do you mean?
We don't have too much culture and stuff. Like,
you reckon?
We're pretty straight. Like, we're pretty straightforward people.
I feel like we don't have like, there's a little bit of Australian culture, but we are very multicultured.
Yeah, we are.
Whereas I don't feel like other countries are. It's like, if you go to America, it's American culture. You have a little bit of sub ones, but when you come to Australia, like, or Sydney in particular, I don't know about other places in Australia, but Sydney, you've got like the Lebanese culture, you've got the Islander culture, Asian culture.
Yeah, we got like the Wogs, we got the Islanders, we got like all like Indians, Asians, and stuff like that. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, you could go to Samoa and Tonga, and like their culture, bro, they're like family. And like, we just don't have that here. Like, there's nothing cultural about Australia.
I see what you're saying, yeah. That's kind of just party and work hard, party hard.
Yeah, it's whack, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Where would you live if you had a choice to live anywhere in the world?
Ooh. I don't know if I'd move to like Hawaii or like somewhere in Asia or Croatia or something like that. I don't know.
Why don't you?
Well, I just want to like keep bouncing. I don't want to actually live somewhere.
Okay, fair enough.
Just keep traveling, and then like maybe one day if I do get a kid, I don't know, figure it out. Definitely not Australia. Nah, definitely not.
Personally, I haven't traveled, so I haven't seen what you've seen, but from what I see, where I've seen in my experiences, I wouldn't like raise my daughter anywhere else but Australia. I just feel like maybe it's because I know it so well, but I feel like it's safe. It's
like,
opportunity.
That's what everyone loves, bro. They love the safety and like they love it being comfortable. But like if you think Australia, bro, like if we go into deeper terms, like fuck, we got no security. Like we're not really like we're safe. Like we don't have guns and stuff. But then if we're in a war, bro, we're fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked.
And there's probably going to be a war soon, 100%.
I see what you're saying.
Life's just crazy at the moment.
Definitely wouldn't go to America and raise her there.
Oh, no way. Nah, definitely not America.
No. Maybe like a Switzerland or something.
Oh, so you haven't been to America or anything?
I haven't been to America. I've only been to Fiji, New Zealand, and Greece.
Oh, Greece? Yeah, nice.
Where have you been?
Can't say enough.
Where haven't you been?
I haven't been like Switzerland, some spots in America.
Where have you been to America?
New York and LA.
When was that?
It was like when I was a bit younger. What age was I?
Was it before you started freelancing and stuff?
Yeah, way before. Yeah, it's not as you seem. Like it looks mad on movies and stuff in America.
Yeah,
it's a lot different.
Yeah,
I want to go Africa and shit. That'd be cool.
As in like safari type Africa.
Yeah,
yeah. I want to do that too.
And stuff.
Yeah, that'll be mad.
Lion. Yeah,
that'll be crazy. If I go, I want to do like a real proper one, not like a, like we're in a zoo.
Yeah,
like I want to fucking
like go on the like cars.
This lion might come and fuck us up.
Yeah, that's sick. Damn, that'd be cool.
And I want to be that scared.
Yeah, but bro, back on the topic, like you not moving out of Australia, like it's always good to just look. Honestly, Australia's nice, like it's pretty cool, but it's just the same thing. It feels like a cycle here, and like the different pace, like in Australia, like it's real fast sometimes, but in other countries, it's like nice and slow, chill. Like life is just slower in different places, or it's either faster.
Yeah. Yeah. If I go to America, I'm only going to watch a basketball game, and probably watch a basketball game, eat some food, and then I'm out.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm not staying that long.
Just eat the cheeseburgers and pizza.
Pretty much. Put a couple kilos on and then bounce. I want to go Africa, like you said. I want to do the natural, like nature things. Camping in like Canada or some shit like that, where
that'd be sick,
it's like glaciers and bears and stuff like that. Like I feel like that's always the best.
How are you gonna do it with your kid? Like, is it hard balance or?
Well, right. I want to travel with her and without her because I want to be able to do those things that you can't do with a kid.
Yeah.
But I also want to give her those experiences young. So right now I'm gonna make as much money as I can. So when she's I want to travel when she's like 12 to 16, that age. I feel like you appreciate it more.
100%.
And then I also want to do my own stuff and with some friends or stuff like that where I can get those different life experiences. But it is hard. Like it is a bit of a balance, but it's also makes me work harder.
What would you tell someone that has a kid at a young age, like what to do?
What would I tell them what to do?
Yeah. Because it'd be stressful. Honestly, it sounds stressful.
There's a lot of responsibility. It's like, I heard this quote once, I don't want to fuck it up, let me think about it for a sec, so I'll say it properly. She said, like, life is like juggling a lot of glass balls when you have a lot of things. Responsibility is like juggling a lot of balls. You just got to choose which balls are the glass ones, which ones you don't want to drop. So having a kid early is like a lot of different responsibilities, but you've got to prioritize right. Some things you're going to miss out on, and that's okay because you have your priorities. Some things you need to take care of because you need to think about the future. So it's definitely hard learning what to prioritize.
Yeah.
But once you get it, you get it. There's a lot of sacrifices as well, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it would be tough.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like that's just like goes to like business and stuff. Like parents don't know how to parent, but you figure it out. It's like when you go into business or you try this new thing or you go to another country, like you don't know what to do, but you just do it.
Yeah.
And you figure it out. Like you're figuring it out on the way. Exactly. Obviously you might ask your parents for advice or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's like you just learning and figuring it out.
And I want to do it a certain way. I might not want to do it the same as what my parents did or what other people did, but like there's a way I want to do it, and we'll do it, me and her mum.
Yeah, that's sick.
You want to have kids one day?
I just want one kid, I reckon.
I think I'm done as well. One's hard.
Yeah,
hard
bro.
enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about that sort of stuff. Hey, maybe when I'm older. Like, I do not want a girlfriend anytime soon.
No. You're around a lot of girls, but
yeah, that honestly, like, just like with all the girls I meet, bro, like I probably meet like a new chick every single day just because it's like my job and it's like
shooting content and stuff.
Yeah, shooting content, like genuinely meeting up with them just to like talk about business and stuff like that. But it's just crazy how like so many like different mindset girls have.
Yeah.
Like it's just, yeah, you can meet so many different girls, bro, and they're all different.
Really?
Yeah. But then some things always tie in the same. Like,
is it always strictly business?
Oh, eh? No.
Next question.
We'll move on. Nah.
But yeah, you don't want a girlfriend? Is it because you don't want anything to tie you down or?
Well, bro, at the moment, like my content is basically like, I'm just like living life, honestly. So I'm just like doing my own thing. And honestly, right now, it's probably the worst time to get a girlfriend. Like it's another job. Honestly is like, you have to make sure she's like happy, like go out with her and prioritize her in a way. And like right now, like my main focus is just like talk about like mental health for men and women. I want to like fucking just live my life really and give the life my dad deserves.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a priority. It's another responsibility. You got it, and you don't want to be in a shit relationship. If you're going to be in a relationship, you want to give yourself into that relationship. So
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with not wanting that at the moment or not being ready for that.
Exactly. And right now, bro, honestly, like as the generations keep coming, it's like with TikTok and shit, I swear it's like, I don't know, so hard to find like a loyal person that like you can trust in things.
It's scary. How do you meet someone? Like apart from social media these days, how do you meet someone?
Like you can't.
You can meet them out, but like it's like you meet them and you know nothing about them.
Bro, that's the thing. Like I ask my mates this all the time. Like I'm lucky I'm a photographer. Like I get to meet girls because of my job. But like my mates have to just go to the club to pick up a chick. And like you're not actually getting to know them.
Exactly.
It's so hard to. Club. Yeah. And bro, like it's this thing where like a guy's either smooth or he's creepy. Like if an ugly guy or an attractive guy said the same thing, it's.
Have you seen that meme?
Which one is it?
Oh, I'm going to show you. I'll show you. And this is the perks of having a TV here now. We didn't have it before. How
many episodes have you done here?
This is the first. So I had one, the one that I mentioned in the messages.
Yeah.
To postpone till next week, but this is officially the first one in the new spot.
Let's go. Grateful for that.
Grateful for you coming. Creepy versus attractive meme. There's a flirting versus harassment.
Bro, bro, that's literally the truth. Like
that dress is sexy on you from this guy. That's flirting. That dress is sexy on you from this guy. That's harassment.
It's the honest truth, bro. It's pretty sad.
That's how it is. But yeah.
Honestly, for the girls out there, I don't know if there's girl viewers, but like treat every man nice and respect. Like, bro, honestly, that guys that are like not that attractive, it's so hard for them, bro. Like,
if you don't have money, there's 3 things you got to have if you're a male. Someone told me you got to have 2 of the 3 things. You have a lot of money, good looks, or you can talk.
Literally, bro.
If you have 2 of those things, you'll be all right.
And girls disagree on that, but it's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you really want to disagree with that? I'm pretty sure, like...
There's 3 universal things.
Yeah, maybe there's some girls out there, bro, which would be rare, that love the person for who they are.
I'm sure there is like lots of people out there who are seeking real connections and stuff like that. But I get what you're saying with this age and TikTok. Like, we're on social media all the time.
Bro, it's crazy. Like, if you're talking to a girl, she'll send you a quote that's on TikTok and think it's related to you. And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, it's a TikTok quote. Like,
disconnect for a bit.
Yeah.
Do you struggle with like disconnecting from cameras and social media and stuff and being, you know, in the present, because you do film and document a lot of the things? Is there times where you feel like, oh fuck, I just want to put this down and enjoy the moment, or, you know, enjoy this swim or wherever you are?
Yeah, honestly, when I go overseas, like, I just have like 2 days where I just like sort of do my own thing.
No cameras.
Yeah, but like holding a camera is my happiness, bro. Like, I love filming and stuff, but like sometimes I just really zone out. Like when I'm on the plane, I just like enjoy like the ride. Or if I'm at the beach, like I'll put my camera down and like talk to my mates and like genuinely have like those connections and like those memories. Like the best memories you'll get is with your boys, or with, like just friends in general. So, sorry, bro.
You're right.
So yeah, just like, Yeah, I do put it down here and there.
I guess the difference as well between having a camera out and recording to posting on social media. Having a camera is like you can still enjoy the moment, but
True.
And then when you're posting on social media, it's different. You're a bit more connected, but
yeah. Well, right now it's my job. It's like
yeah,
saying, "Oh, I got work tomorrow," so like I'm always like working.
Mm.
And when you have like your own businesses, it's like sort of 24/7. So people say you'll leave the 9 to 5, but then it's like you leave the 9 to 5 to
12
work
to 12.
Yeah, literally, bro. But yeah, no, it does get harder sometimes. Like right now, probably in the most like stress phase I've ever been.
Why is that?
Oh well, like I've just made my like first big pay month, and like just trying to like figure everything out, bro. Like when you hire people and stuff like that. Like I've never done it before, and like I'm trying to like help people and then post my own content, make this documentary, do this podcast. Like I'm doing a bunch of things, so I'm just trying to like sort of like figure out how to organize all of them.
Mm.
So like yeah, it is stressful, but right now I don't think I can stop going on social media. Like I sort of have to do it 24/7.
Yeah. You gotta know what's going on as well.
Yeah. Maybe at the end of the year I'll just like chill out. But right now I just need to like grind this whole year, and then next year like just more opportunities.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. What would be a bit of advice to someone who wants to be a creator or get on social media? A little bit of insight into the course you're doing. So what would and would you start on TikTok? Would you post reels? Would you document? Would you vlog? Where would you start?
Yeah, just go out and have fun. Like just enjoy the process and just love what you do. Like when I started, bro, like I would genuinely just go out and film with my mates, cliff jumping and stuff like that. Or I'd hit up girls and be like, yo, you're cute. Like, can you be my model?
Mm.
And then like,
smooth.
Yeah, works every time. No, but yeah, just creating opportunities and stuff like that. Just like actually enjoy it. Like a lot of people do things they don't want to do. Even if it makes them money, bro, it's like, why are you doing it if it doesn't make you happy?
Mm. So you got a documentary coming in out soon?
Yes, coming soon.
That's the next big thing. Is that already done?
Soon. It'll be done by next week, and then I'll post it the week after.
Yeah, that's on YouTube.
Yeah, and I'm speaking to a Netflix producer.
Really?
Yeah, so hopefully I can get it on Netflix as well.
Seriously?
Which would be cool.
Wow, that was massive.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
What was the thought behind doing that?
Like
the documentary?
Well, I just I document my whole life, bro, honestly. Like last year when I was going through like the suicide phase, for some reason I was like, fuck, I'm just going to film it. Like I never know what I could have done with it. Like I was not thinking to post it. No fucking way.
Like just filming it for yourself?
I was just filming it for myself and my dad. Just in case I did something, like my dad could see like what I was going through, which is like fucked up on my behalf. Like I'd honestly feel bad if my dad saw that during the time.
I guess it's kind of like writing a diary. It's a visual diary.
Yeah, bro. It was honestly like helping me. Like it actually helped me a lot, just like filming it, because I'd see how I'd behave, especially when I went through the episodes and stuff like that.
And is there hesitation to show that to other people?
Oh, bro, honestly, like trying to like post all this mental health stuff, like me screaming in a car and shit, like going through those struggles, it's like, it is hard.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'm like, fuck, do I really want to post this? Like, but at the end of the day, like I know it's going to inspire people. I know it's going to help people. So, and it's real shit. Like it's actually me going through those situations. But like sometimes it's weird, bro. Like I'm going through like a phase where like I'm actually wanting to die, and then I just pick up my camera and then I just start filming.
Yeah. Get lost in it. It's like you're in that flow state where.
Well, like it's not like I'm thinking like get my camera and film.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm just like.
Second nature.
Yeah, I just grab it and just like hit record and I put it there. And then I just like keep going on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because like people always ask like, isn't it weird to film yourself when you're like sad and shit? I'm like, yeah, like no shit. But I'm just doing it because like it's for me. But now that I like actually get to post it and like I'm inspiring people and stuff like that, like I'm glad I did it.
Yeah. Good luck with it, bro.
No, thank you.
Excited to watch it. How long is it?
40 minutes.
Wow.
It goes through like my whole year last year. I'm like starting from like $0, like not wanting to live, to like having a gamble to either live or die, and then basically starting to make money now and traveling the world and basically living the dream, I guess.
It's going to be on your personal YouTube?
Yeah. Caleb Cronius.
All right. Where else can everyone find you? That's your Instagram name too, eh?
Yeah, Caleb.Cronius.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the podcast?
Ticophobia.
You have to spell that, bro.
Yeah, the word means fear of failure, if you didn't know.
Fear of failure. There we are. That's the same as your Instagram. What is that coming up? That's the same as your Instagram thing?
No, my...
different.
that one's like a sad dude, and then...
It's not changing.
My Instagram is this.
Is it?
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on, bro. I look forward to watching the documentary and the content that you'll be making, and hopefully you're a millionaire.
No, thank you,
by the
bro.
end of the year.
I appreciate you getting me on.
And I'm going to ask you some camera questions now because I got no idea what's going on with these cameras.
Oh, really?
We'll get better, but thanks for coming on.
Nah, it's easy, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it.